So we'll be getting updates from our stream tech.
So we have Utopian Ray versus
Cyberman. Yeah.
What, your match? Yeah. It's okay.
You'll get better.
All right, so Utopian Ray coming back with a vengeance. He's just like, y'all forgot I'm actually from New York, right? So he's been decent with his Rosa at Xeno. Actually, the first day he came back, he didn't do too hot. I think he went like.
No, he got waxed.
Yeah, 1 and 2 or some crap. But he got second just 2 days ago in Xeno 92. And here we are. This is one of the characters that Rosa wins. This is one of the characters that I picked her up for. You know, she is not as fast as Sonic, just like everyone else, but she's able to be such a wall and is easy to like clank hits with him, because when you are able to just like nullify that spin dash, she's still already there at a pretty idle and neutral position. So she can build advantages and has like these long lingering moves, and because she's floaty, she's able to come at you with these meaty moves, and he's like, oh damn. So as long as you're avoiding the little hop from the beginning of the spin dash, which is invincible, you know, you kind of control the pace as long as you are not overextending too much. This is definitely something that's like not super solidly in Rosa's favor. Like, we've definitely seen things like Ken versus the Buzz, and like Ken doing very well and taking multiple sets off of him. But I would still say this is something that Rosa is a little bit more in control of.
And with all of that said, Cyberman has plenty of experience against Rosalina, having taken sets off of local Rosalina players such as Jay and DeBuzz himself.
Yeah.
He knows exactly how to pressure both Rosalina and Luma for the sake of making sure that he has plenty of room to move around and to safely pressure wherever he can. However, in the current action, Utopian Ray's been doing a wonderful job of keeping Cyberman moving on his own pace, keeping him in the air, and just trading with these hits and managing to get the first kill with an excellent up smash.
That was beautiful. So what Ray does a lot, which is really good, his micro spacing is fantastic, where he really stays just out of your range and starts doing the jabs. So what that does is it creates so much pressure, and like they're going to mess up. You know, because there are times where, because he is technically out of range, they can just retreat to neutral. Like Sonic, for example, if he were to jump in like spin jump to the other side, like she can't do too much about it. She has to read that type of movement. But Utopian Ray will just put you in such a high risk situation, you just freak out. And Rosalina is definitely like one of the best characters to take advantage of panic. Oh my.
Almost getting the puppeteering just right on that for Luma's up smash to be potentially killing at these percentages. But Cyberman not out of it just yet. Not able to get the spin dash placing properly. He is going to be placing himself on the opposite side, but a gentleman's from Ray is going to be popping him up and putting him at 75%. Not looking very good for the local hero as he gets thrown right back into the blast zone, and Utopian Ray takes game 1.
Rosalina up smash is so good.
Delectable.
Who won?
Dill.
Yo, let's go, Dill. All right, I'm going to just talk about how Dill keeps going like, he keeps like messing up Verzi, and I just hate it because I'm just like, because he's really good. He's solid AF, but I'm just like, ugh. Dill, can you just like stop getting hit by this landing forehand?
It just took him coming back to AON after all these months.
Yeah, it's like I'm traveling the distance through the tundra. Oh, but I guess we have a match here too, right?
Yeah, we're back on Town and City. Cyberman not content with the results of that previous match, as
I would imagine that like Ray may have just banned FD just because it's like kind of a standard thing.
Probably.
And like Sonic is going to try and pick the most FD like stage, because if you want to go to a stage that's like platforms, like that's what Rosa loves, you know, because now she has so many mix-ups on just like trying to keep you in the air. You never get your jump back.
Beautiful desyncing on this Luma, right? Able to put out so much pressure towards the ledge without actually being there. This is one of the matchups, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, where Luma desyncing is a lot more useful for putting up safe pressure. Because Luma can be doing so much while you're trying to pressure Sonic in another way. And blocking out multiple venues of potential offenses for Sonic is so detrimental to the Sonic's game plan.
Yeah, no, that like I said before, like the fact that you have these multiple hitboxes that he clanks with one, so now he has been nullified his hitbox, and now you still have a somewhat idle Rosa who's just ready to hit.
However, Cyberman doing well to take care of this Luma. He's got a few seconds of safety, but I don't know how much that's going to matter against Utopian Ray. I've said it before that he is one of these Rosalina players who's very much proficient in Rosalina's own tools herself, not so much having to rely on Luma, but using Luma as an asset to just further the pressure that Rosalina is capable of.
Yeah, his mix-ups when he's Sosa is really good because like he goes extremely defensive, but he will still like completely be aware of your patterns on how you're trying to approach and like corner her. So she's like, all right, I'm gonna just like do a little dash here with my grab because she's a fairly fast character still, so her burst range is still something that you need to worry about. And like that time when Luma is gone, you're like, oh, okay, I am on a timer here. I need to make this count. I need to make this count. And you know, Rosa is aware of that.
Landing into that first hit of Luminaire is going to be popping Cyberman off the stage. Not able to get much off of it, but once again, Luminaire helping to confirm this stage control in favor of Ray.
Ooh,
yo, Ray putting in the cheat codes. The up tilt from Luma, saving Rosalina from that grab.
So yeah, the base hit of Rosa's up tilt is unbelievably strong. The most of the time you don't see it doing what we just saw is only because it hits right into Rosa, and Rosa softens the blow.
But Luma? No, Luma's got like the lead-loaded knuckles.
Yeah.
Cyberman likes to remind people that he's kind of nice towards that ceiling blast zone. See, with most Sonics, you would think that the carry is going to happen with the up airs, and it's going to finish with the up airs. And then Cyberman's like, look at my new shoes, while he dives at the ground at 40 miles per hour and leaves you dying. Yeah,
because it is now an air dodge punish. It's just like, oh, you thought I was going to do this other thing. Ha! Fooled you!
Cyberman's taken many souls with that.
I'm sure. It's such a good 50-50.
Late hit of back air. Cyber trying to put on some damage onto Ray as things looking a little bleak for him now. Sitting at 99%.
You see, this is the range I'm talking about, where like he just does those jabs where there's literally like nothing Sonic can do from that position if he wants to push any sort of aggression. And even getting over her is still going to be really tough. You know, it's not like nothing is a walk in the park in that position because like he is committing to that charge, and that's the problem. So getting hit by the up smash going right off the top.
And a 2-0 in favor of Utopian Ray. Cyberman going to be staying alive in the losers bracket, but things looking pretty nice for Ray today.